And welcome, everyone,
Episode number 2.
Made it a whole episode.
Yeah, that was a crazy first
Oh my
episode.
god, we made that way too complicated.
So let's go simple. And speaking of simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
Simple syrup. I did not plan that. Actually, that kind of worked.
That worked really well.
Really well.
Oh my god. So we're going to be doing a cocktail or mixed drinks episode.
It's going to be really fun.
Based on 4 simple syrups.
Mm-hmm.
We have a peach and lemon.
A blackberry.
A mint.
And ginger.
So we'll be taking a couple classic drinks and then also maybe a couple concoctions.
We're going to get creative.
Yeah, so there won't be quite as much walking around. Oy vey. Nuggets. Calm yourselves. Oh, there's a Cosmo. Oh, there's an Oliver.
It's an Oliver.
Oliver quit.
Ah.
Off. Both of you. Scram. Alright, anyway, back to what we were doing for the puppy interruption. So we are going to
head to the grocery
store. We're just going to get those couple the mint, the ginger, those couple of fresh items. And then we're going to do a quick liquor store run. And we'll just grab a couple maybe liquor cabinet basics.
Stuff that, like, maybe a couple things that you might just normally have in your liquor cabinet.
Yeah, so nothing, we may get 1 or 2 exotics.
Something fun.
Yeah, something fun, but mostly stuff that you'll have sitting around. So like vodka and gin and just those kind of really base liquors.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back.
Yes, we are.
It's been so long.
I know, right?
I mean, the dogs think it has been so long.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're about to get down to the prep. And so once again, recap what we're doing. Doing a peach and lemon simple syrup.
We're doing a ginger simple syrup.
A mint simple syrup.
And a blackberry simple syrup.
And those will be mixed into various cocktails of our own concoction.
So for the peach and lemon simple syrup, we're going to be kind of making our own version of a southern sweet tea. It's going to have the simple syrup. It's going to have some amaretto in there. It's going to have some white rum in there. It's going to have, what else is it going to have in there? Sparkling club soda. Fizzy club.
Did you confuse some drinks?
Did I? I feel like Can we just start again for this?
Okay,
yeah.
Rewind.
Okay.
Alright. So, southern sweet tea with the peach and lemon simple syrup is gonna have
amaretto, bourbon. It was the bourbon that it's gonna have.
I was like, white rum, that seems kind of...
That's not right.
Right,
that's for the mojito.
Alright, so...
Okay.
Bourbon, peach and lemon simple syrup.
Amaretto, and a little bit of club soda in it for lightness and fizz.
And then we'll be making a blackberry mojito. So we'll be using the mint simple syrup, white rum, and then some lime juice and muddled blackberries.
Yeah, so good. Then we're going to be making a gin and blackberry lemonade. That's going to be blackberry simple syrup, gin, and lemonade. Pretty simple, but very refreshing.
Yep. And then our last one was...
It's going to have pear liqueur, ginger simple syrup, some Sprite, and a little bit of the rum in there as well.
So, we'll see if these come out the way we're talking about them now. So we're going to get in the kitchen, we're going to do some prep, and then we'll start mixing and tasting, and then I'll finalize our recipe cards from there. Alright, in the kitchen we go!
Hi! So we are going to start doing some prep for stuff. So for the different simple syrups, we're going to be needing different parts of what we have. I'm going to get started first with the peach and lemon simple syrup, just prepping the stuff for that, because that has a little bit more stuff to actually prep for. So what I'm going to do first is start by zesting my lemons, nice long strips of it. It means it's going to be easier to actually fish the strips back out of the simple syrup when it's time to use it. So what I'm going to do is use a peeler and get nice long strips. See, there's not a lot of pith on... Ooh, where am I? There we go. There's not a lot of pith on there. which is this white stuff underneath. You really want the nice yellow oils of the skin. So I'm just gonna keep zesting my lemon. Nice long strips. Nice and easy. And we're actually doing some of the prep before we get the simple syrup started, just so it's ready to go in when we need it.
You're throwing things.
I'm throwing things apparently. Escaped. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do 2 lemons worth of lemons for the peach and lemon simple syrup. This lemon does not want to stay in my hands. See? Nice little bowl of zest strips and 1 denuded lemon. Just get the rest of this stuff real quick. And honestly, I would go ahead and juice the lemons as well. That way you have the juice for kind of whatever you're gonna need. Because fresh lemon juice is always nice to have around, and it does tend to taste a little bit stronger than whatever you've got in the little bottles that you can buy at the grocery store. So, unlike last week, my hands are gonna smell like fresh lemons instead of garlic and onion.
Although she did say that when we were gonna do one part of it, she's like, okay, I'm gonna grate the garlic, and I'm like, we are not doing any sort of
Yes,
garlic.
we're gonna be grating the ginger later for the ginger and no, it's just ginger simple syrup. So we've got the lemon strips, nice and zesty. These actually are good sized strips as well. So if you ever wanted to do candied lemon, you would just kind of coat these in sugar and let them sit for a few days, and the oils would infuse into the sugar. So I'm gonna do the peaches next. So I picked peaches that were a little bit softer, so they have a little more give on them, just because we don't really need them to hold up their shape. We want them to kind of soften really well as they cook in the sugar syrup. So, oh, that's unusual.
It's soft enough to cut through.
Hey, that's nice.
That is so strange.
Yeah. See, the fruit itself is soft enough that you can just kind of peel it apart. So I'm just gonna peel out pit in the center.
Are you gonna skin on for these?
Yeah. Because then we can just strain it out. But yeah, I'm just gonna quarter these babies.
They really are babies.
Yeah. I picked little ones because I figured they would cook down a lot nicer. But yeah, these are soft enough that I could just literally break them in half by hand. So Hailey last week was talking about the trick where with your peaches, if they're soft enough, you should be able to just twist them apart, and these ones are soft enough to do that. So I'm just gonna finish cutting up my peaches. Ooh, yep, the pit just comes right out. Makes it easy. I think I will do all 3 of our peaches because we bought 3 peaches for this. Be very highly flavored simple syrup. Let's see if I can get this one to do it. Yeah, that just peels right off. They're soft enough that I can do the trick that we were trying to do last week. See?
Yeah. Cosmo, no.
So that's our peaches.
Alright.
Ready to go. So next I'll show you guys how to do ginger. Really easy. So we picked a really small ginger root.
Oh my god, there were some that were as big as my
Yeah,
head.
they were pretty massive. So I put my hand out because one of them was like the size of my palm, and then probably about twice the length of my fingers.
Yeah.
So, trick for ginger, you could try peeling it with a peeler, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. If you don't have one of these, your next best trick is a spoon, because you can just scrape the spoon along the ginger and it peels it. And the trick thing is that makes it better than using a peeler. We don't have a particularly knobby ginger root, so there's not a lot of these little nubs that get in the way. But with a peeler, you kind of have to go around these. With a spoon, you just kind of scrape it off. So it goes pretty easily. Did I get you?
Yeah.
Ginger fall out. See, I can just peel it right off.
And also spray me with ginger root
I'm
juice.
sorry. Completely unintentional.
Alright, I'm gonna stand an extra 5 feet back.
You didn't know there was going to be a splash zone today?
No, I didn't realize there was gonna be a splash zone today.
To be fair, I didn't either. But my hands are going to smell excellent. So let's just get a good sized amount. Because we want the simple syrup to really have a good gingery flavor.
Also, fair warning, there will be doglets in the kitchen because
Yes.
we have no Steven to keep them corralled in another room.
No, so we're just going to have them out and about, and hopefully they behave. So, I'm going to peel most of it. I'm not going to peel all of it just because I don't think we'll need all of it. Because fresh ginger can be pretty strong.
Oh, it can be incredibly strong.
So let me just get the rest of this done. And then I'm going to grate it. Because if you think about it, when you grate it, you're increasing the surface area of the ginger to infuse into the simple syrup. So the smaller the pieces, the more you can have it infuse. And I'm just going to pile my waste on the corner since I don't have, there's not as much stuff to do today, so I didn't really see the need of the lovely bag apparatus that we had last time. So, little tiny peeler, grater. I'm just gonna grate myself a pile of ginger. The problem with ginger, it has a lot of fibers, so it takes a little longer to grate. I think that should be good for a small amount of that we're doing. So we've got that, and that is going to go into a little bowl. Kind of use the knife to just kind of scoop it up, if I can get it up. There we go. Nice little tiny bowl of grated ginger. Whew, that stuff smells strong. That stuff's gonna cure anything you're sick with. So, I've got limes as well, so I'm just gonna cut and get the juice out of the limes for later. Because we'll need these for the mojito, so nice. So we've got a citrus reamer here. What I like to do is I'll squeeze it with my hand, kind of soften it, and then use the citrus reamer to get whatever else that I couldn't get by squeezing it by hand, and I get a lot more juice that way. So, fresh lime juice is always good. See? Freshly juiced lime juice.
Blackberries, are we just gonna muddle those?
Yeah.
Simple syrup?
Yeah. So we've got blackberries and mint, and these are just going to be as easy as chucking them into the fresh simple syrup and just kind of letting them bubble away for a little bit to kind of infuse. So that's really all the prep that we're going to need for today. We have the lemon zest, nice long strips. We have the grated ginger, nice and fresh. We have peaches, cut up. And then we have lime juice, all ready to go. And now Hailey's going to show you guys how to make the actual simple syrup base, which is really easy.
Super, super simple. So,
we're going to go get that started.
Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and make our simple syrup. So, for the peach one, we're going to use this sucker because that's going to be a smaller batch. So all we're going to do is we're going to take, where'd my 1 cup measure go? I lost it on the sink. So here we have a 1 cup measure, so we're going to do a 1 to 1.5 ratio of simple syrup. So that's 1 cup water to 1.5 cups of sugar. So we're going to cheat a little bit. Water's already pre-warmed. So
She ran the tap.
I ran the tap. Yeah, I ran the tap. We don't just naturally have that hot water. So, sugar jar. And then we'll do 3/4 cup measurements. So 2 of these will make 1 1/4 cups, just to make our lives easier so we don't have to dirty 10 or 15 dishes today.
Yeah, definitely makes it simpler.
So there's 1. And then 2.
And she meant 1.5 instead of 1 1/4.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So I'll just take this, get a whisk, take it over to the stove. You'll see right now, here, just how it's not all dissolved. As it warms, the water will be able to take on more sugar. So I'll put that sucker on the stove, get that warmed up. And with that one, since that's the peach one,
we have to cook the peaches in there.
yeah, to get that peach flavor, we're gonna put the peaches in with the simple syrup. So I'm gonna get it dissolved a little bit, and then we're gonna add the peaches. Just because it doesn't make a lot of sense to dump in whole peaches with a ton of sugar that hasn't dissolved just yet. So that'll go for a little bit. Put it on fairly high heat. I'm gonna grab a pot out of the dishwasher because we're human. And maybe, yeah, I don't know if we need that large.
Probably not.
So and then for the rest of them, we're gonna do a roundabout batch. We're just gonna do a 3 times batch so that way we have simple syrup, but since none of the others need to be cooked,
Yeah.
since they're just infusions.
So essentially, an infusion means you're gonna have the extra ingredients sit in the simple syrup.
It's like making tea.
It really is. Tea is an infusion.
Yep.
So the ingredients are gonna sit in each of their batches of simple syrup and just kind of impart their flavor. So for that, the mint will sit in there and just get strong, but not too minty since it'll be hot. The simple syrup will be hot. It'll help to break down the items that are going in there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get our big thing of sugar because that little jar doesn't have quite enough sugar in it to make a 3 times batch of syrup. So it's dissolved a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the peaches in. So just take them, dunk them right in and let them cook. If they all want to get out of the jar, that is. Alright. So we'll turn that down just a touch, we'll let that go. And then my big thing of sugar. Alright. If it wants to open. So we'll need 6 of these since we're doing a 3 times batch. We needed 2 for the first batch. So it's going to be a rough one. 2. I always lose count when I'm doing things like this. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so that one's going to take just a little bit longer to cook. Purely because of how much sugar is in that puppy. So we'll take this over, we'll get it on heat. We'll start it boiling too.
And I think we'll probably end up coming back to you after the simple syrups have had some time to cook down.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, see you in a minute. Really? Alrighty, friends. So we've got our. So you can go ahead and put
Okay,
that
I was
away.
like, I don't want to reach across the camera.
That's
That
fine.
feels weird.
So that's our simple syrup. See how it's all clear? You can see the viscous,
Yeah,
the
so I'm gonna just give it a
viscosity.
little bit of a shake.
So it's kind of like water, but it's a little bit thicker.
thicker.
And then there's the peach and lemon bubbling away back here.
I threw the lemon zest in with the peaches,
Yep.
so they're just kind of hanging out.
They're on a fairly low heat. This guy's off, so we're gonna transfer this into our 3 bowls we have right here. So we have mint, blackberries, and ginger. So we'll go ahead and portion that out. Miriam, if you want to grab and bring that over, and we'll start portioning. So we're just gonna eyeball it about a cup apiece. So that'll kind of act like tea, it'll infuse. We get really nice flavor out of it. And there'll be the sweetness. So it'll be a nice way to sweeten cocktails. This wrong one, correct, please.
Yeah.
And then there's a
You just
Cosmo
kinda-
butt.
You just kind of want to evenly divide your syrup between your
Yeah, if you did
bowls.
something like what we did, which is, the batches. So, here we have these. We'll let them sit, infuse for 15 or so minutes.
Yeah, 15-20 minutes. We want it to
15-20
really
minutes.
get in there.
And then, while that goes, these are going to be on the heat. They'll finish up, and we'll start making some cocktails.
The fun part.
The really fun part.
Okay, so what we've done right now is, since the peaches have been thoroughly cooked down into that simple syrup, we pulled the peaches and the lemon out, strained the simple syrup into a bowl, and now it's in a jug to go into a bottle. We've tasted all of the syrup so far, and they are perfect.
It's our mint, it's our blackberry, which we'll strain.
And then the ginger,
It's our ginger.
which there's not a lot of ginger in it, so we shouldn't actually have to.
Yeah, so
I've already pulled the mint out of the mint one.
So what we're gonna do is, so got our little cocktail mixing area set up right here. Yeah, there you go. So right now what we're doing is we're pouring our simple syrup into our peach one into a bottle, and then we're gonna strain and pour out the blackberry one as well. And then we'll keep the other ones in measuring cups.
Right. So we've got the peach
Yeah,
simple
it's
syrup
there.
bottled and ready to go. So we'll strain the blackberry out.
I think the blackberry's strong enough.
Alright.
We're just gonna be economical with our dish usage. So Miriam's pouring out the blackberries, so that way, and we're gonna save the blackberries too.
So they will make an excellent garnish.
Wonderful. So yeah, and they'll be good for muddling.
Alright.
Oh, I used the measuring cup. For simpler or less, I'm gonna make a fucking mess of things.
Yeah, because knowing me, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So what you can see now.
So should we do bourbon, just iced lemonade or iced tea? Because if we do the tea, then we're gonna need to brew tea.
No, it's gonna taste almost like a tea.
Oh, okay, so
kind of like a peach
not
iced
real
tea.
tea? Yeah.
Not real tea. It's gonna
Not
taste
real
like
tea.
it. It's how a Long Island iced tea has zero tea in it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and get set up for that. Miriam, I'm gonna suggest you make this,
Okay.
since you have a better handle on what you want for the drink.
Sounds good.
I'm literally just gonna break everything for you.
I'd also like to point out the color on the blackberry.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
It's like a beautiful, like
It's
light
absolutely gorgeous.
purpley red color. So
Yeah, and then we'll keep
really
the other
nice.
we'll keep the other ones in measuring cups on standby.
Ready to go.
So yeah, I can finish that if you want to
Sure.
come over and start. So we've got our shaker, got our measuring devices, and then we have our peach, lemon, simple syrup, we have our lemonade, we have bourbon.
And then this one's also gonna have the amaretto in it.
Does it need amaretto?
A little bit, because
Okay.
of the sweets, kind of sticky sweetness
Okay,
of
and then amaretto.
southern sweet tea, which is kind of what I'm going for. Plus, it's gonna up the alcohol content just a little
Just a
bit.
touch. I
Just
mean,
a
we're gonna
smidge.
do this in what we're having as a highball glass. So, Collins, highball.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, so Miriam.
Okay, so first things first is you're gonna have your shaker. You're gonna get a little ice in your shaker.
And we're just gonna grab ice out of our freezer behind.
So we're gonna get some ice in here.
It's gonna be a little bit loud, but you guys will learn to love it.
Yes, because it means that there is alcohol on the standby.
Great.
Okay, so I put some ice in the shaker, ready to go. To that, I am going to add. Alright, I think we're gonna do.
And you can either use a jigger or,
This is a 1 ounce jigger.
I believe so, or we have this fun little thing, which is just another measuring.
So I'm gonna add 1.5 ounces of bourbon. So just your standard shot glass amount of bourbon.
And mind you, everyone, we have not tasted these.
No, so this is
We are
kind
going totally off the wall.
of a what can we create sort of thing.
Yeah.
Since mixology is kind of fun, so we're gonna put the bourbon in with the ice, nice and easy. We're gonna do a 3/4, if I can open it, of 1 ounce of amaretto. Pour that down here.
might need to tilt it. Do you want?
Yeah, because
Here.
it's easier for me to see if I can.
Here, I'll tilt it for you. There. So if you want to pull it up more towards your face, you can.
So that way I can actually see what I'm doing. So we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of amaretto. Put that back. Put the wild turkey back. That way you don't knock stuff over, which I have done before. Not in any professional setting, but in class. While practicing, I've managed to knock stuff over.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Ice in your glass?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of our peach simple syrup. And if I need to, I can up that. So I've got 1/2 ounce of peach simple syrup. So let's put that in there. You know what, I think I'm going to do a full ounce of it, because I think that will make for a nice strong flavor.
Alright, so ice in the glass so it'll be on the rocks.
Put the top onto your shaker.
Sure.
There we go, going. Give it a shake. You want it nice and cold.
So I'm gonna write these recipes down as we do them.
Yeah. Go ahead and pour that into the glass right there. And then this one gets topped with a little bit of club soda.
Yep.
So I'll get the club soda out of the fridge for topping.
Alright, so that was 1.5 ounces
It was
of
an
bourbon.
1.5 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of amaretto, 1 ounce,
Oh,
just in case your club soda wants to violently explode as you open it. Okay. A little bit of club soda in there.
just for that little bit of fizz.
Summer sweetness.
Alright, so 1.5 ounces of bourbon,
Mhm.
1/2 ounce of 0.75 ounces of amaretto,
Yep.
1
and
ounce
then-
of simple syrup.
Yep, 1 ounce of peach simple syrup. And I'm gonna go ahead and straws are.
They're in the pantry.
Okay.
Do you want to garnish that with a little bit of the lemon?
Yeah, why not? Let's put some of the fresh peaches in here.
Oh, I said the lemon, but
Do some of the sweet candied lemon. See if I can find a couple pretty pieces. But see, even as that's drying out, it's candying itself, so that's going to be really tasty. So we might actually dry that out and have candied lemon, because it'll be lovely and peach flavored. So that's good. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and give this a taste. Give it a stir and give it a taste. Alright, perfect. Here, I will be the red straw if you want to be the orange straw.
I'm gonna be really picky because I have different straws for different things.
Yay!
So I'm gonna be really. I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, so let's
So
go ahead.
the color one's for like photo shoot, but
Yeah, this is for tasting.
for tasting.
That's stronger than I thought it was going to be. It's good though.
Yeah.
So, what do we think we can do to change this one up a little bit?
Maybe lemonade.
We're going to top it with a little bit of lemonade as well, so.
Careful.
This one is not
I was
carbonated.
like, just be careful, Miriam.
Okay.
So we'll top it with
A little bit of lemonade to add some sweetness and cut some of the stickiness from the amaretto.
and from the bourbon.
Yeah.
I think most of that was bourbon.
Alright. There we go. Okay. So I would say I probably added about 2 ounces of lemonade and another 3 ounces of soda water.
Really, that much?
It was a good amount because this was maybe 2/3 full, and then I added stuff on top of it. So, finished cocktail.
Southern iced tea.
It's almost like a peachy. It's almost like a peach Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, so a Southern Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. So that is drink number 1.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and stick that up on our shelf.
And I believe Hailey is going to make drink number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got that. So you want to do the blackberry gin lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Alright,
empty this out real quick.
we're gonna pop. No, we'll just go ahead and change out per usual. Perfect. No big deal.
Just go ahead and rinse everything out before we.
We rinse the jigger.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're gonna just do a quick changeover. Something nice about this mat is you can just wipe everything off of it.
And I'm using the jigger I just used.
Alright, so we're gonna do less of like on the table for me. And actually, really fast.
We are attempting to adjust the lighting so we have more lights.
It feels really dark over there, which it is. So, anyway, maybe if you want to set the premise for the blackberry iced tea.
Okay, so the blackberry lemonade that we're going to be making is going to have our blackberry simple syrup. Beautiful.
Which is gorgeous.
It's so pretty. It's going to have some gin in it. Every British old lady's favorite liqueur. Yeah, we both happen to like our delicious old lady drinks. So
You guys are big gin lovers.
We really are, so that's going to be something. So it's going to have, I'll get some ice in the jigger because we're going to need ice.
Alright, yeah. So,
We're going to want this to actually like...
yeah, so this sucker is going to be pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do, here it is. So we'll probably do about an ounce and a half of the blackberry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to make the, we'll do an ounce and a quarter. So, ounce and a quarter into our jigger, or not our jigger, but our mixer. And then an ounce and a half of gin, what we agreed on.
And I've brought the blackberries over as a garnish. An ounce and a half is just kind of your standard shot size.
Yeah.
So
It's usually when you get a mixed drink about how much alcohol they'll put in it.
even if you say less
Make it
ice.
double.
Oh, less ice is...
Yeah, less ice.
If you say less ice, they're going to just add more mixer. So if you want more, make it a double and pay for a double.
Yeah. So we have our alcohol, we have the simple syrup, lemonade. We'll go ahead and do,
I was going to say, do you want me to put ice in a glass for you?
yeah. I'll just do 4 ounces in here and then we'll top it. Maybe with a little bit of club soda.
Little fizz.
A little fizz is always nice. Alright. Normally I'd like to use a Boston shaker, but that's not what we have, so no worries. And we'll probably put a little bit more lemonade if I can open this without rubbing it everywhere. You don't have to fill it totally full, I'll put the ice from the shaker in there too. Perfect. Alright, so we're doing another highball glass with this one. Just take the top off.
Oh,
And
that is so
a
pink and pretty.
gorgeous summer drink, alright?
So what are we going to garnish with?
And then do a quick garnish. These are our simple syrup blackberries. We'll just take a couple. I'll float them right on top. And that way, as you're drinking it, okay, we can use the colored straws. I thought we were going to do like the typical, like, take a little bit and sip.
This is not culinary school. What is that?
Sorry.
You should explain that for all.
Okay, so when you're in culinary school or when you're in a school where you do any type of mixed drinks, when you're tasting alcohol, so I'll be red, it'll be purple. Generally what happens is you take a like coffee straw.
It's like a coffee stirring straw.
Yeah, coffee stirring straw, and you cap the end, and that's how much liquor you taste, or how much of a cocktail or something you taste. So you don't taste very much, and so I wasn't thinking. And so yeah, so here we have.
This is our own. This is Hailey's house. This
Yeah.
is Hailey and Steven's place.
We're of age.
We are not doing any of this like sip and spit
Oh my
kind of
God, yeah.
stirring straw nonsense. None of that. None
So
of that.
yeah, that's gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty?
That's a gin blackberry lemonade.
Yeah. Oh, See, you're not a huge gin fan, but would you continue drinking
Yeah,
that?
I would continue drinking this.
So
'Cause
that's,
you don't
that's
get-
saying something.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm a fan or not of gin, really.
That's really good.
Yeah, so success.
That is definitely a success.
So let me write that down before I forget.
So that was an ounce and a half. That was an ounce and a half of gin. Sorry.
That was an 1.25.
1.25 ounces of simple syrup. 4
And-
ounces of lemonade. That was so good.
Yeah, that's great.
That was excellent. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I want to just like hang on. That's so good.
Alright,
That is
we'll make
refreshing.
ourselves.
That is
some
refreshing.
Alright, so
Okay.
we're gonna switch out. Miriam's gonna get set up for our next cocktail.
Do you want me to do the mojito?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the mojito.
And our dog. Hey, wait.
Mint, nuggets for lime juice. We've got mint simple syrup. Okay. So what I've got out right now is I've got
You don't need the shaker, do you, for this one?
no, it's all iced on pour.
For those of you who don't know,
So there's a couple different methods for mixing alcoholic beverages. There's shake and strain, which is essentially kind of what we've been doing, where you shake it and then you strain the entire thing into a glass. There's, stir strain, where instead of shaking it, you just kind of have a nice long spoon and you stir it, and then you strain it.
it's
There's-
kind of the whole James Bond shake and not stir.
Yeah.
So instead of shaking, you would stir.
Which is kind of lame because he then gets a much more watered down.
Yeah,
Cocktail,
so
so.
it actually doesn't make a whole ton of sense.
Yeah, and the thing is with shake and strain, it tends to be better for things that have heavy syrups in it, kind of like all of our simple syrups. So shake and strain tends to be really good. Way to go. So this glass.
So we'll do what they call a rocks glass, traditional.
Yeah.
So I will write down the recipe for this sucker.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get some fresh mint. So that's important for a mojito, is that you have lots and lots of fresh mint in there. Oh, it smells clean.
You're gonna put about 10 or 12 leaves.
Yeah, you want it to have a good flavor. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. So then I'm gonna add half an ounce of our mint simple syrup to this. So what you would normally do for mojito is add just plain simple syrup and muddle it that way. But what we're gonna do is use our delicious, delicious handmade simple syrups. We're gonna do that.
So an ounce.
I did half an ounce of it. And then I'm gonna add some of the fresh lime juice that I squeezed earlier. I put it in a green bowl. I didn't even realize that. Lime juice in the green bowl.
Half an ounce as well.
Yep, half an ounce as well. So then what you're gonna do is get a spoon, a little, like a wooden spoon, wooden handled one. Perfect. And then you're gonna take the base of the spoon.
Because they have tools like this. They have tools for this, but if you're, an average person.
You're not gonna have a muddling stick. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of crushing up the mint and the sugar and lime to kind of release the oils in the fresh lime itself. So there's that. I'm gonna add a little ice to this. We're gonna add white rum. Unlike spiced rum, this is a little bit more neutral in flavor. Ounce and a half of that. Where are you at? There you go. Ounce and a half of that. Goes in with the ice. So then I'm gonna actually pour what's in this glass into the shaker and then pour it right back in so we can combine it that way. this. You're not going to fizz up at me this time. Top that up with club soda. A little more ice. And you got a mojito. Get a little more ice in here and that should be good.
Straws.
Perfect. Yellow for me, green for you. Alright.
We're
gonna go ahead and taste it.
Super fizzy.
Refreshing.
Pretty good.
I'd say so. There you go.
Yeah, if you
Mojito.
wanted, you could make that a little more minty. I might put a little more simple syrup in it. I like my drink sweeter.
Yeah.
So personally, I would put a little more simple syrup in it, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, there you go, mojito.
All right.
And then Haley's gonna make our last drink.
Our last drink, which is a ginger and pear.
It's kind of an interesting thing. So,
Yeah.
we had never
this
tried
is
pear before.
something we came up with on the.
Kind of on the fly
On
as
the
we
fly.
were exploring the liquor store.
Yeah.
Because the question we were asking ourselves is, what goes really well with ginger?
Yeah. And we were kind of like, we were looking around. We weren't really seeing anything that was great.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like kind of like pear. Okay, what do they make that's pear flavored?
Yeah. And
Not
there's-
a lot.
No, and the
Not
thing
a
is,
lot at all.
there's a lot of pear brandies, but we wanted something a little on the sweeter end.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
Oh.
didn't, and they're expensive.
Holy heck yes! Oh my god. There's a specific pear brandy where you get whole pear in the bottle, and I think the one that we were looking at, which was on the cheaper end,
It's like $65.
yeah,
it
for
was
one bottle.
too expensive.
Not for our taste. So
No.
we went with this pear liqueur, which we both tried, and is so
Fantastic.
good. So good.
Yeah.
It's excellent. So
So Miriam's also gonna have to help me because
Yeah.
I don't really remember the recipe for.
let's
She's
switch
the
out real quick.
mixology major.
Yeah, food and beverage management
So
was
she's
my
got
concentration. So I've actually taken mixology classes. I know it sounds so good. Oh, I've taken mixology classes, hair flip. But no, so I've done some mixology before, and that was kind of, I like playing around and coming up with cocktails. It's fun.
Yeah.
So
And, I do it for giggles, but
yeah. Like you came up with an alternative to my Mad Hatter's teacup
yeah,
cocktail, which is excellent.
yeah.
So we've got that. You got your. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this one is
Pear.
we're gonna do
Ginger,
ginger, and then
pear.
we're gonna do a little vodka in there as well.
Ginger, pear, and then a vodka carrier. Is
So
that
for
it? Oh,
this-
was this the one with Sprite in it too?
I think this is the one that we might put Sprite in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So do a shake first guy because it's one of the easier methods.
Yeah, and then top with the Sprite.
Get it.
Because I have something around today,
Yeah.
so it's fun.
Also, Cosmo loves ice for some unknown reason. So we'll do an ounce of simple. Well, no. We'll do 0.75 ounces of simple syrup.
Because when we tested it, it had a ginger flavor, but it didn't have an extreme amount of heat.
Yeah.
Which
Which the thing about ginger is it can have a lot of heat as well. Which
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
Okay. Yeah. Here's Miriam's mixology.
Yeah, so we're gonna do 2 ounces of that, and then I think an ounce of the vodka. Because we want the pear and the we want the pear and the ginger to be the forefront, whereas the vodkas just take a little sting in the back.
And if you can't get the pear, no worries.
Use something else.
Yeah.
Apple,
You can really use
apple would be
a
good.
couple of flavored liqueurs.
Yeah.
Or you can just make a Moscow Mule out of the ginger simple syrup if you really want.
Yeah, that's a really easy one to do. God, this one's gonna be so good. An ounce, I think, will be perfect for that. Because they had a glass on the back of the bottle, but I'm like, this is a good guideline, but let's come up with something else. Let's do this. With the brandy glasses.
Alright, so that sucker's nice and cold now. syrup, pear liqueur, vodka, and then we'll top it with a little fizz.
So some Sprite. Add a little bit of lemoniness to it.
Yeah. And then we'll top it with ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something that you could definitely make as and pour into a martini glass really easily.
Oh yeah, you could make this kind of however. We're out of highballer glasses right now though, so I'm gonna put the ice in before the spray.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just kind of, it's fun since we get to explore and play.
And I think this would also be good, ginger and grenadine.
Yeah.
Let's make a grenadine version
Sure.
next.
So we have a couple of fun ingredients. These are the drinks that we planned, but it's always fun to play.
So there's that sucker. It looks just kind of like a spritzer. Nothing crazy. Grab a couple straws.
We color coordinated kind of some of the straws with the drinks. I like that. All right.
Blue for you, red for me.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Maybe a little more Sprite.
Yeah. So the pear liqueur is kind of a thicker. So
I was hesitant when you said 2 ounces.
yeah, it's a little bit thicker. So it's a little syrupy. So let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So those are the 4 drinks that we came up with, and now comes freestyling.
Yeah. So we'll put our mixology muscles to the test. Alright, so let me write that down.
Okay.
So
We did 3/4 of an ounce of chai. Or not chai, of ginger. Sorry. So something I was thinking about also, a fun simple syrup to make would be a chai simple syrup.
Oh, yeah, that'd
On
be
another
great.
time. For another one of our mixology.
yeah, so ginger,
So we have ginger, we
2
have
ounces of the
pear.
pear.
I think we can scale that back to 1.5 ounces.
I think so too. So
Scale that back to 1.5 ounces.
yeah.
1 ounce of vodka. And I think with the simple syrup, maybe adding more ginger to it.
Yeah.
Because the ginger gets a little lost.
It does.
And then probably 2 ounces of Sprite. 2 ounces of Sprite? If that.
That was 4 ounces.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is a 12-ounce bottle.
So,
4
yeah.
ounces.
4 to 5 ounces.
Okay.
Okay, now we get to play. So we've got, let's see, what would go really well? So we've got, want to do pear, grenadine, vodka, what else?
Blackberry.
Blackberry.
All
This
right.
one's about to get real fruity. This one's gonna get really fruity. Okay.
All right.
So let's actually add some of the blackberries to the shaker this
Yes.
time, I think. So I'm gonna add,
Probably a spoon or 2.
yeah, I think I'll do 2 teaspoons. So this is about 2 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons of the blackberries. So that's gonna go there. I'm gonna do, let's see, 3/4 of an ounce of blackberry?
Yeah.
3/4 of an ounce.
We're adding in the pear. I think we should do an ounce of the pear.
Yes.
The pear's pretty strong.
Yeah, so a little more. We'll bring us up to 3/4 of an ounce. Okay, so we have 3/4 of an ounce of the blackberry. We're gonna do 1 ounce of the pear liqueur. We're gonna do some grenadine as well, because that'll make it even more pink. We've got some pear.
It's gonna be a very pretty drink.
This is gonna be a sip it in a pretty glass with garnishes. And for those of you who are like, oh, my manliness, suck it up because it's delicious and alcoholic. Sorry, I have a hard time subscribing to the whole only certain people should drink certain drinks.
Right? I think that's total
Yeah.
bullshit.
Do you want to add some of the ginger?
Stick with the grenadine.
Okay.
Since we have the blackberry in there.
So I got that in there, and the grenadine. Half an ounce of grenadine. Because we have some of the
Let's do vodka.
Let's do vodka.
Just to
Okay,
keep
so
it
the
simple.
pear liqueur is alcoholic, but it's not that alcoholic. So what ounce you said?
Vodka.
Oh no, the grenadine.
Oh, you said half an ounce.
Okay, so we'll do half an ounce of the grenadine.
Glad I'm writing this down.
Yes, so we're gonna do half an ounce of the grenadine.
Yeah, this is gonna suit my sweet taste buds.
Yes, because Hailey is definitely a fiend for sweet. And I think we can top it up with both club soda and lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so and then ounce and a half vodka.
Ounce and a half of vodka. And then I'll throw some ice in here and we'll shake it to death. The dogs have gone silent, so the question is, what are they doing?
I think one of them needs to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so I'm gonna get working on this. Haley's gonna take out one of the puppies, and I will not taste it until she gets back. So I'm gonna throw some ice. I won't. No, I won't. So I'm gonna put some ice in here. This one is gonna be super fruity. It's gonna be tasty. Okay. Put it into this glass. Get a little more ice in here.
I asked them if they wanted to come see Aunt Miriam.
Yeah, what was the reaction?
They ran.
Yes, because you love me so much.
They love their Aunt Miriam. And we're topping it with lemonade.
We're gonna top it with some lemonade and some club soda
Cool.
for some fizz and some sweetness. Okay. So we got some lemonade. I'm gonna put less lemonade in here than I am club soda, just because of how sweet it's going to be already. So I'm gonna do 2 ounces of lemonade, and then top the rest with club soda. Fill it all the way up to the top. Garnish it with a few blackberries.
Okay, what color combo do we have?
Alright, so this
Oh, that's gorgeous.
is the finished drink. Okay, so,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
alright, ready? Fruity.
Very fruity, very summertime.
You can't taste the alcohol in it at all. Which is
dangerous.
okay. It tastes almost like it's got vanilla in it. I think that's from the pear. Like
Yeah.
It's got a vanilla into it. So,
Very good.
as you can see, we had a little bit of fun. We made a lot of drinks, which we will be drinking
Yes.
and enjoying.
Let's do a quick look-see.
Alright, I'll come around so we can talk and see what we've got.
Let's do one quick recap.
Okay, so this is our kind of a southern sweet tea Arnold Palmer. It's got bourbon, it's got peach and lemon simple syrup. It's got a little bit of club soda in there to finish it off and a touch of lemonade. This one here has got gin, blackberry simple syrup, and lemonade. We've got our mojito with mint simple syrup, fresh lime juice, fresh mint, a little bit of white rum. This one is the ginger pear vodka. I don't even know what we would call this. Kind of a spritzer?
Yeah.
Kind of a spritzer type drink. And this one is the oh so fruity. Basically, what kind of fruit flavored things do we have that we can put into here? So that's got the grenadine, it's got blackberry simple syrup, it's got pear simple syrup. Shush! Thank you. It's got pear simple syrup, it's got the pear liqueur, and then it has lemonade and sparkling water. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we've been having fun.
All right.
So,
that will conclude our cocktail episode for
remember,
today.
if you sponsor us on Patreon,
Yes.
at the gourmand level, you get certain things from each of our culinary episodes.
Yeah, each of our cooking streams.
So what you're gonna get if you are subscribed at the gourmand level is you're gonna get one little mason jar, 1 4-ounce mason jar of each of
The
our simple
simple
syrups. So
because shipping alcohol
is illegal.
Is frowned upon.
I know, I looked it up.
So we will be shipping simple syrup so that and recipe index cards so you can make your very own cocktails. Or even some new ones.
So yeah.
Alright, thanks everybody.
Have fun.
It's great to see. And we'll be drinking this cocktail and others. So, bye.
Hey all, thank you very much for watching. Really quickly, what I was referencing was like, oh god, the Mirrodin mechanic. Decepticons, I don't remember what it's called anymore. Or Death and Taxes, because no one is actually sure where the hell Death and Taxes came from. Because there are like 8 different theories. Or the Nick, or not Nick, legacy naming conventions are weird. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Fair warning, today is... Oh, hey, Affinity, that was it. Thank you, Mike. So today is Wednesday the 16th. On Saturday the 19th, we will be doing a one-off stream over at YouTube. Yeah, I know it's weird. Don't worry, we'll still be doing a Twitch stream that day. But that is the day where we will be horribly forcing Miriam to play Honey Pop over at our YouTube channel. If you want to watch that, it will be live probably later at night. I'm gonna say after 6:30 with Miriam and probably Hailey and probably a significant amount of drinks playing Honey Pop. Look, if you don't know what it is, look it up. We can't play it on Twitch, so we're playing it on YouTube. Just fair warning. No, Damasu, I'm aware that that's one of the conventions for it, but people have also come up with a whole bunch of other reasons why it's named that. Like, the fact that they might be taxation effects, or that the only other thing that you can expect in life besides death and taxes is that there will be some monster playing White Weenie. There are many different weird reasonings for where the names came from. Yes, they will be playing Honey Pop on our YouTube channel. If you're not aware, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/layeroflore. We will be going live there. We will still tweet and Facebook, and we'll give a shout out to it basically every stream leading up to that. So hopefully we will see you there for that. And if it goes well, there may or may not be another thing that Miriam might have to play. And we intend to get her in for some more... wait. Yes, because it's not allowed? Yeah, we're streaming it on YouTube again. Again, that will be over on YouTube. It will be a one-off thing. Where was I going with that? And we're hoping to get Miriam in, maybe not regularly, but semi-regularly to play a game that is allowed on Twitch. I am aware of what the game is. It violates Twitch's terms of service because Twitch is not okay with sexual content in any way. Which is why we'll be doing it on YouTube and saving the VOD for pretty much nothing except for patrons. Because it is fine on YouTube, and because we can very easily self-censor the VOD, so... Damasu, Chewy owns it. I own it. That's why I know what it is. But, yes, we announced this a month ago? But yeah, nope, it's happening this Saturday. So, be prepared to enjoy Miriam probably laughing way too much and trying to drink not too much. But with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with... I don't remember what's on tomorrow. We'll find out together. It might be a multiplayer thing, since today was supposed to be multiplayer, but our schedule got all cocked up because of stuff. See y'all. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please consider checking out some of the other videos that are playing alongside this one, and maybe think about checking us out on Twitter, Facebook, our Twitch. We're still running a 365-day streaming challenge, And maybe consider supporting us over on Twitch or on Patreon if you really like we did, and if you want to get access to some of our other stuff like the Derpy Puppy feed or our Patreon only stuff. Either way, thanks y'all.